Welcome back to the Light of Joy, where clarity meets courage. Today, we're entering a subject that hits close to the heart, but demands clear thinking: friendship and real relationships. Because here's the truth: many people surround themselves with noise, not love, proximity, not depth. This episode will give you 5 sharp lenses to rethink the people in your life before they quietly drain it. Let's begin. So many confuse warmth for reliability. Just because someone smiles at you, listens to your problems, or shares a memory with you, doesn't mean they're loyal. Loyalty is tested in your absence, in your failure, in your silence. So ask yourself, who defends me when I'm not in the room? If you can't answer that question, start watching. Not what people say to you, but what they say about you. Because real friends hold your name with respect, even when it costs them. You must learn to separate emotional familiarity from ethical backbone. Some people know how to make you feel good. Okay. But when the moment arrives to support you when you're criticized, when you're vulnerable, or no longer useful, they vanish, or worse, participate in your undoing. That is not love, that is convenience. Your future depends on recognizing the difference. Some of your relationships exist because they always have. You went to school together. You work together. You used to laugh a lot, but now they don't support your growth. They downplay your voice. They make you shrink to stay comfortable. You don't owe anyone eternal access just because they knew a former version of you. Strategic living means pruning connections that no longer serve mutual respect. Let me let you on something interesting. Longevity in a relationship can become a prison if you are measuring time instead of truth. Integrity is not sentimental, it's practical. If someone from your past doesn't celebrate your evolution or actively undermines your new direction, it's time to update the guest list to your life. Because loyalty to your past should never cost you your future. Many people wait for soulmates and real friends to appear like magic, but lasting relationships are built deliberately and intentionally. You seek them out, you test them, you invest, but also assess. Do they reciprocate effort? Do they bring clarity and not chaos? Do they call out your blind spots with love and not ego? Well, stop waiting for meaningful people and start curating them, because friendship is not luck, it's selection and stewardship. This shift in mindset from hoping to building gives you back control. You're not passively drifting into friendships, you're evaluating values, actions, and consistency. It's not about being transactional, it's about being intentional. Because great friendships are less about chemistry and more about conscious co creation. Don't just fall into relationships, forge them, build them, create them. Time is not your most precious asset. Your energy is, as I've said this countlessly in the previous episode of this podcast. So, are you constantly explaining yourself to someone? Are you left emotionally drained after your hangout? That's a withdrawal, not a deposit. Genuine friends recharge you. They don't demand performance. They don't make you earn peace. Strategic thinking means saying, if you cost me my calm, you cost too much. Well, the people around you are either investments or expenses. Start tracking your emotional bank account the same way you would your finances. If a connection constantly overdraws your peace, it's not worth the maintenance. The best relationships feel light, not heavy. They don't need to be perfect, but they must be mutually nourishing. Before you clean your circle, clean your character. Are you a reliable presence? Do you uplift or compete? Do you give the space you demand? Real relationships begin with self awareness. Don't just seek better people, become one. You attract what you allow, but you also attract who you are. So look in the mirror before you point out the door. Self inventory is a leadership skill. If you want to create an ecosystem of trust, growth, and joy, start by being the kind of person you wish existed around you. The hardest truth? Well, sometimes we are asking for loyalty, kindness, and presence that we don't consistently offer. The good news? That can change. And that can change today. Here's your call to action. Audit your circle. Set new standards. Cut the noise. And make space for real ones. You don't need more people. You need the right people. This is the light of joy, and today's joy is knowing that clarity is an act of love. It's an act of kindness. Don't fear outgrowing people. Fear shrinking to keep them. Subscribe and share this with someone stuck in a false friendship. And until next time, stand in truth, choose with courage, and choose to love in the light of joy.